Hello and welcome to episode 6 of Phixin the Phils. Last time we simmed past the trade deadline into August. We made a last minute trade where we sent Charlie Morton away for some prospects. We juggled the rotation a bit, added Mark Appel, bringing him up and moving Brett Oberholzer into the rotation as well, as Jared Eichhoff is now our long man. We played with the minor leagues a bit and we are into August now. Just about 10 games below 500. So we're actually doing better than the Mets, it just pleases me to no end. And the Braves, as many expected, are right near the bottom of the league, I'd imagine. Bottom of the NL East for now. It looks like a pretty weak division, only one team above 500, and that is the Nationals. I wouldn't be completely shocked if the division looked something like that, though the Mets are probably going to be right around a playoff team as well in real life. So this time, since we're at the beginning of August, it's our first year, we already made some moves. Why don't we sim to the first day of September? I'll make some moves, call some guys up, make my September call-ups. I don't think the roster size gets any bigger in September, though it might. If it does, that'll be great. If not, I'll make some moves just to make sure there's a lot of young guys playing in September. And we'll play with our new team in Fenway, because that first weekend is against the Red Sox. Oh no, this is some bad news. Zach Eflin injured a concussion and will be out for the year. He's still pitching in AAA, but he was definitely going to be one of my September call-ups and would have had a really good shot of getting some starts in September. But now he will be shut down for the year. That's really unfortunate. Let's see if we have anyone in AAA who can even start games. I don't think we do. I think what we'll do is call someone up from AA. So first, let's put Zach Eflin on the season-ending 60-day disabled list. And we'll call up from AA. Let's see who our starting pitcher options are. 2, 3, 4, 5. There's only really 5 starters in AA. Hopefully there's enough starters in single A that we can call someone up from there. Not really. So I think what I'm going to do is call up Matt Harrison straight to AAA, because he's not really my future plans. He's like owned by the organization, but I don't think he's even really pitching this year. So I'll send him straight up. He'll just take that spot in the rotation in AAA. In single A, it's not the end of the world if we have someone who shouldn't really be starting getting some starts. So the guy with the most stamina is Ethan Martin here. He will be the 5th starter in the rotation in Clearwater. Everything else is good for now, so let's try to sim through the rest of August. Only about 7 games left in the month, and then we'll deal with the minor leagues from there. Alright, that last week of the month passed without incident, so we are okay to start moving guys around, seeing how everyone's doing. So first let's look at our starters in the majors. Hellickson's still pretty effective there. His record's about 500, ERA's under 4, over 100 strikeouts. Couldn't have asked for more from him. Mark Appel, ERA over 5.5. He will probably not be starting in September. Nola, a very nice season for him. 130 strikeouts and a 3.19 ERA. Couldn't ask for anything better. Oberholzer looks like he's doing a nice job as a starter. I don't remember what his ERA was as the long man, but it looks like it hasn't been completely destroyed yet, so he might get to stay there. And Velazquez, also a pleasantly surprising stat line. Elsewhere, it looks like Jared Eichhoff is not happy that he's not starting. His ERA is about as bad as Appel, so Eichhoff will get thrown back in there. Hinojosa looks like he's... Oh no, David Hernandez had the poor ERA, but Hinojosa is indeed doing a bad job. At least 6 blown saves from the 6 losses. Could be even more. Everyone's got some pretty bad ERAs in our bullpen, so I'll leave Hinojosa as the closer for now. Let's see our AAA starters. Rosen, Correa, and Billingsley don't really matter to me. Matt Harrison's just the placeholder. Adam Morgan's doing all right, but I'm really in no rush to call him up, to be honest. Strump's not doing great. Luis Garcia, maybe I'll call him up. He, in real life, got called up and is a regular part of the Phillies bullpen at this point. Jeanmar is killing it, and he's the Phillies' real-life closer, so I'll be bringing him up to the majors as well. Let's see who else. Oh, Lively's doing terribly. Alec Asher really not doing a great job in Double-A. Severino Gonzalez, Jake Thompson, even David Buchanan, who really actually got a few starts for the Phillies last year and wasn't an out-and-out disaster, though not really someone we would want to build on either. Looks like everyone in Double-A has really been taking a shelling. That's a big disappointment for me. And in Single A, Ethan Martin just got that starter's job. He's probably started once, if at all. Arano, Stewart, Leiter, Vasquez. Vasquez is pitching okay. Maybe he'll get called up to Double-A or Triple-A to replace someone. But I'm a bit disappointed by what I saw pitching-wise, actually. Looks like no one's really doing all that great. Let's see, hitting the ball. Looks like Odubel Herrera's calmed down a bit. Wish that was better. Franco, ditto. Only 14 home runs now that we're getting into September. Was really hoping for more from him. Kendry Morales' bat cooled down after a quick start. Cameron Rupp's ERA, or average, is very pedestrian now. J.P. Crawford hitting over 300. He's unhappy for some reason. I should just throw money at him until he starts smiling, because, I mean, the way he's hitting, he's probably our best player right now. Venable's doing fine. Ryan Howard's hitting 296 with 7 homers. Darren Ruff, 344 with 3 homers. I think it might be about time to get a platoon going between Ruff and Morales, because Morales is not doing great. Howard, I think Howard's earned his spot just for this one last year. I'll probably cut him and eat the money next year. So I'll swap in Ruff, Howard in all DH situations. Ruff will bat against lefties. He'll play first. You know what? I couldn't resist. Howard will actually play first against righties without a DH. I couldn't work him into the lefty DH lineup. So Howard will play anytime we're facing a righty. Ruff will play anytime we're facing a lefty. Morales is basically being relegated to the bench at this point. He really disappointed. Tyler Henson's still killing it in AAA, but he did poorly when he got the cup of coffee in the majors earlier. Oh, happy to see Moncada is hitting well. He might be, his actual attributes here are pretty terrible, but he might be fast-tracked for a shot at the lineup for next season. I don't know if I'll bring him up this year. Dalton Pompey hitting all right there. He's another one that'll probably be in my lineup next year, or at least have a good shot at it. Jorge Alfaro, yet another player. He could be called up right now. I think he a 324 average. He could platoon with Cameron Rupp for the rest of the year at least. Nick Williams and Roman Quinn finally got it together a little bit. Neither of them are killing it, but they were really struggling early on, so I'm happy to see that. Darnell Sweeney hitting about as well as the two of them. Cuthbert, disappointing. He was one of the guys we got in a trade. I was really hoping to see more out of his bat. Not looking like too much else worth talking about in Double-A. I don't really remember if there was anyone in Single-A that we were all that concerned about playing. So why don't we make those call-ups that I discussed. I do wonder if it now allows me to get more than 25 guys on my Major League roster. It would be great if it does. It won't be the end of the world if it does not. So I definitely wanted to bring up Jeanmar. Now I will have to call people down for this, but so it shall be. Let's see. Looks like David Hernandez is Neris, who's actually pitching quite well for the Phillies in real life, struggling mightily in my simulation, so he will head down for Jeanmar to come up. Alright, Alfaro will come up, and he shall replace... While Aaron Sibia is a useful bat, now that we're using Ruff and Howard more. Maybe I'll send Morales down, actually. He's the one that was disappointing me the most. Aaron Sibia will basically be my backup first baseman after that platoon, my bat off the bench. He'll take over Morales' role. Alfaro will take over Aaron Sibia's role, if that makes any sense. So, yes, Aaron Sibia, and he's already rated our best catcher. Not surprising there. He's the guy we actually want to win the job, but it didn't seem realistic rushing him into that position quite yet. Not in love with any of the outfielders' performances, so I'll leave them all down there. Double A. All of my pitchers were struggling. That was really a disappointment. Was it Alonso that was hitting well? One of my second basemen was actually hitting well in Double A. Oh no, Moncada was in Triple A. So here's what I'll do for Moncada. Since he is hitting so well, I don't expect that to keep up, but he can be my utility infield guy over Emmanuel Burris in the majors for the rest of the season. And why don't we get Aaron Altair, since it's really late in the year now. I don't think it's completely unbelievable for him to be on the Major League squad in September. So we'll bring Aaron Altair up. Cedric Hunter, goodbye. And let's try to work in the new guys now that we have them. Alright, so I finally got it all sorted out. We have Aaron Altair, will be my everyday starter in right field, and he's going to lead off. He's got pretty bad numbers against lefties, but I figure it's just worth working him through here, seeing if he can be an everyday leadoff hitter, because that is what I want him to do eventually. Hopefully he can work on that lefty contact during the spring and be a reliable leadoff guy, or if not leadoff, maybe Herrera will lead off. We'll see. But I definitely want Aaron Altair in my long-term plans for the outfield. Elsewhere, against righties, Jorge Alfaro will be my starting catcher. Against lefties, Cameron Rupp will keep his job. Aaron Sibia is now in kind of the backup first baseman, bat off the bench role. We'll see Ruff and Howard in their old platoon. I think that just about does it. Borges is just my defensive replacement in the outfield now. He's a rich man's Cedric Hunter, which I'm happy to have him in that role. Venables just hitting well enough that I don't want to take him out of the lineup, or just hitting poorly enough that I did want him out. I didn't make any other big changes to the lineups in the minors. I just made sure everyone was in some sort of position. For the rotation, like I said, I want Mark Appel out of there, so we'll get Eichhoff into his rightful spot there. And we will move Jeanmar into middle relief for now. We'll see if he can get things under control. He had a bad go earlier in the year, but did well enough in AAA that he deserved Neris' spot. For now, Appel will be our long man. Our rotation will once again be Hellickson, Eichhoff, Nola, Oberholzer, and Velazquez. So it's a rotation we haven't actually seen yet, but pretty reminiscent of rotations we have seen. Maybe I'll have Eichhoff. I'll pitch the third Red Sox game in this series, because we did play a game as Velazquez. I think I've skipped Hellickson's starts, but so be it. I do want to get Eichhoff on the hill since he's finally back in the rotation, and the next three guys up will be those three. So let me fix these little things, and then we'll go play that game with Eichhoff as our starting pitcher. Alright, 2 back-to-back losses against the Red Sox. So Eichhoff trying to fend off the sweep here. It's a day game in Fenway. Jared Eichhoff up against David Price. Couldn't ask for a better matchup here. Let's see if our old friends are on this team. We did send Carlos Ruiz to the Red Sox a few episodes ago now. Oh, they have 4 catchers on the roster, and Ruiz is not one of them. Poor guy. I know he'll be in the minors just for continuity purposes or whatever, but as far as we're concerned, Carlos Ruiz was traded for and released by the Red Sox. Meanwhile, our lineup will be Altair, Hernandez, Herrera, Arancibia, Rupp, Franco, Crawford, and Venable. I think that's good enough. We'll have some bats to choose from there with Alfaro on the bench, Borges as a speed guy, Ryan Howard in case a righty pitcher comes in. Should be a good game. I'm looking forward to putting away some Red Sox with Jared Eichhoff picking up a big win here to avoid the sweep. And it's a day game, and it's in Fenway. Got to go with some alternate unis here.
The Red Sox are coming off wins in their previous 3 games.
All right, here we go. In Fenway, a day game. We're wearing the alternate unis. David Price is on the hill. This is not going to be easy. Aaron Altair, it's only been 2 games, so that 1.11 average doesn't mean much.
Hit weakly towards the first baseman.
But yeah, we lost both of our Red Sox games in this series, and I think they were blowouts, so a lot of pressure on Eichhoff's shoulders, seeing what the Red Sox have done to this team. 2 quick outs. The foul fly ball by Altair, the quick ground out to the right side by Hernandez. Odubel Herrera at the plate now. In real life, he's absolutely killing it, drawing walks. One of the best walk rates in the majors, which is kind of out of nowhere for him. Last year, he was average to below average. This year, one of the best walkers in baseball. And he gets our first hit of the game with 2 outs. A single to right field is just what the doctor ordered. Now, JP Arancibia gets to try to move him around. Arancibia grounds it to first, so that's 3 outs and only 1 runner for the Phillies. Looks like they have some pretty good hitters up and down this lineup, and Eichhoff hasn't been having the strongest season, not really what we wanted to see. So Brendan Bosch, I don't believe he's a real Red Sox. He might be, but he's certainly not their starter leadoff hitter. Or maybe he is, maybe I'm terribly confused, but I think they have a lot of young guys in their outfield now. I think they have Mookie Betts and Jackie Bradley Jr. and maybe Brendan Bosch is the 3rd guy out there. Maybe I'm just forgetful. So now Baker at the plate. He was listed as a DH. I think he might be a real-life catcher, making it their 5th catcher. I'd be surprised if this Baker dude is actually the DH in Boston right now over Big Papi, but maybe I've just been missing out on quite a lot in the American League this year, only watching my Phillies. Back-to-back hits to lead off the inning is scary, and Alan Craig, he is their real first baseman, I do believe.
The pitch is hit up the middle.
And that'll just barely start too. Cesar Hernandez had to do a lot of work there. JP Crawford did not help him out, but Hernandez got it done on his own. They will move the runner over to 3rd. But now, with 2 outs, Eichhoff has a bit less pressure on, and Rutledge coming to the plate. Rutledge skies it for Altair on the first pitch he sees. And that's 3 outs for the Phillies without surrendering a run after a couple of hits to start the inning. So Darren Ruff back into our lineup, probably our best average on the team. Smokes it to the big Kung Fu Panda, Pablo Sandoval, getting starts at 3rd. Amazing to me. Cameron Rupp smokes it to the outfield. And another quick out. We're all swinging at the first things we see. He's giving us a lot of first pitch strikes here, and they're all resulting in outs. I think that was another first pitch strike, but a foul ball for Franco. Oh man, David Price is going right at my guys. Just such a hard pitcher to hit. He mixes speeds well. Throwing a ton of strikes, so I can't even get an easy base from him. Now we're facing Justin Maxwell. Oh no, hits it right over the monster. Man, I don't know if Justin Maxwell's really a sock. I don't think he's a starter. If he is, great power there. Just launched it to the monster. Now Mookie Betts coming up. Here's yet another actual Red Sox. Now we're down 1-0 after the solo shot by Maxwell to start the second. It's not going to be an easy play for Franco. Mookie Betts has speed, but Franco has quite an arm, puts him away. Pedroia hitting .330 and near the bottom of the Red Sox lineup. Such a dangerous lineup when they have a hitter like Pedroia that low in the lineup. Just bats up and down. 2 outs after the fly ball to Venable, and now, man, we must be at the 8th hitter in the lineup, Pablo Sandoval, hitting .280. Just so many scary hitters on this Red Sox team. I'm going to assume they're on a fast track to a playoff spot. That one I misplayed badly with Hernandez, and my outfielders were in terrible position to make up for it. If it was a faster runner, I might have been fearing an inside the Parker, but Pablo Sandoval held at third there as the 9th hitter, Yasmani Grandal, comes up. And he will drive in the run, so it's going to be 2-0 Sox now. The man on first and the top of the lineup coming back up. Really bad play by Hernandez to let Sandoval on earlier. Now we're in a bad position because of it. So Eichhoff cost himself once on the solo home run for Maxwell, but that second run is on me. Bad positioning for Hernandez. Venable will squeeze that one, and we get out of the second, giving up just 2 runs. So a chance to come back here as our best hitter and the bottom of our lineup. J.C. Crawford's coming up. Crawford hits it in the air to right field, but that one is squeezed by Betts, no problem. Now our 9th hitter, Will Venable, another pretty good hitter in our lineup actually. I haven't taken much time at all to actually worry about batting orders. I will when the team is good, when we actually are going to be winning games, but as of right now it doesn't concern me much. Man, Justin Maxwell, not an easy catch there. 3 pitches, 3 strikes for Aaron Altair, so David Price goes 1-2-3 quickly through our lineup in the top of the 3rd. Franco takes that one out of the air. Baker swinging at the first pitch he sees, lined it toward 3rd, but Franco with tremendous reaction time, so a quick out for Eichhoff. Now Crawford showing what he can do. A sharp ground ball, but right to him, so 2 quick outs on 2 pitches. Rutledge coming up now.
Scout reported this guy's throw it almost anywhere but down and in.
And all 3 other infielders other than Ruff get to see some action there. Pop up to Hernandez, puts away the side in order, and now Hernandez is at the plate.
This guy's got some great wheels.
Hernandez drills it past a diving Alan Craig, so we will start the 4th inning off with a base runner. We really needed to get some offense going, and that's a great way to get started with the heart of the lineup coming up, Odubel Herrera.
No swing. This guy could steal a bag with the best of them. He could be going on this count.
So Herrera with the grounder over toward first. May as well have been a sac bunt the way he swung at it. I wanted to pull it back, but it kind of went right down the line. The sac bunt essentially will move the runner over. So a runner in scoring position for JP Arancibia. Don't mind it all that much. Not exactly what I wanted to happen with one of my better batters up, but might be effective, might be just what we need to get a runner home. So the grounder toward Pablo Sandoval. He was playing way back. We can move the runner over yet again, and a rough hit will score a run here, but it won't be easy. Ooh, that knuckle curve, so much slower than Price's fastball. It froze me up and I didn't swing at all.
Hit towards the shortstop.
And that will not drive in the run. Darren Ruff rounds out to short, and we will leave a runner on third. Really tough when we're not getting all that much done at the dish. Now Maxwell, I believe I gave him a high fastball where he hit the home run last time, so after throwing one with the first pitch, I'll avoid it now. Altair gets under that one. 1 out, and our nemesis is put away. Oh, the liner right back toward Eichhoff. No one can get to it, so Betts will get on base with 1 out and Pedroia at the plate. See if Rupp can get him. No, Rupp's throw a little wide there. Hernandez having to reach across his body, not able to apply the tag. Oh no. Splits the infielders there, hits it back toward the pitcher, and instead they will have runners on the corners when we had a chance to get the out there. Eichhoff just not getting low enough on it, leaving his ground in the air, leaving his glove in the air, excuse me. I don't exactly remember how to try pickoffs on this controller. Well, it's not that. Rather than, you know, accidentally throw a wild pitch to Sandoval, I'm not going to bother with the pickoff. We start 2, awesome. Venable cannot catch up to it. Herrera throwing it in hard to try to get Pedroia at the plate. Play at the plate and no tag, not in time. Really rough one there, not easy to get to. I probably shouldn't have dove, but I think Herrera had the better line on it anyway, and he's got the better arm, so don't exactly mind the result, but we did let 2 runs in, so now a 4-0 lead for the Red Sox with 2 outs. Eichhoff struggling, just as the simulation version of him has, now against quite a good lineup, and me actually controlling him, trying to pitch as him. It's not going all that much better for him.
He hits it over towards second.
Herrera's got an arm, so I just threw home there, but it lets the runner advance. I might have been able to throw to a relay man and kept them at the corners, but it was just more important for me to make sure the run didn't score, and it won't matter anyway. The ground out to Hernandez, so now a 4-0 deficit. It's a weird way to talk about baseball. 4-0 lead for the Red Sox as we head to the top of the 5th. David Price has not had to do all that much at all against these Phillies. Cameron Rupp making him work a little bit there, though. Gives him a pitch to hit, and Rupp might get 3 here. He's going to go for it. A triple to start off the inning would be a boon for the Phillies, and he will get it. Cameron Rupp cruising around the bases, proving that maybe he shouldn't be in a platoon at all.
That's strike 1.
And Franco, one of the best hitters in the lineup, possibly the Phillies' best hitter, with a man on third's a great position for him.
Swings and misses. Yanked to the left side. There's an out.
Oh no, I tried to trip him up there and send Rupp late, but he's just so slow. I sent him as Sandoval threw, hoping I could beat the throw home, and just a dumb move on my part. No reason to send a man from third there. I tried to get too tricky with it, and we got 2 outs instead of a run. Looks like Crawford might have been able to drive him home there. It would have at least been a safer try. So now, because of a few of my own mistakes, Eichhoff down 4 runs in the bottom of the 5th. I think I'm just going to leave him in there. I don't really have any plans to have Mark Appel like pitch 4 innings or anything like that. So Eichhoff's going to go as long as he can in this one and hope things get better. When I was simulating the extra couple of games into September to get to this one, I noticed that our minor league teams have a couple of games left in their season, so the roster might actually expand. The cap might come off once we get there. I seem to remember having just a ton of guys on my team in September playing this in the past, but maybe I had a different mod on, or maybe I'm just straight up forgetting. A little distracted by commentary. That one was rolling all the way to the wall if I didn't dive, so just a well hit ball there by Rutledge because I gave him such a fat pitch there.
I've seen this guy make these kinds of plays before. This time, though, a little
It looks like the commentary screwed me up, or it looks like the dive messed me up there. It looks like that's the reason he got 3. I assure you, even if I was taking the perfect path to that one, it would have been so far back to the wall that he would have had it. And I knew Altair was there, so I knew it was 3 no matter what, hoping maybe some kind of glitch would give me, let Herrera cut it off and keep it at 2. But the mistake was in the pitch, not in the dive. Oh no, I gave Maxwell a hanging curveball, but he did not hit another home run on me. Shallow enough that the runner is not going on Altair, so Altair may have been in the right place to prevent a run there, and Maxwell's mistake may have cost them a run. The grounder to Ruff puts the inning away, so Phillies lucky not to give up yet another run there as the bottom of the lineup comes up.
Hit towards second base.
Pedroia makes a great play there, ranging back and throwing kind of submarine against his body. So Altair's coming back up. Altair hits it right down the line. That's an easy double for him.
He's around first. 2-base hit.
He sweet stroked that pitch.
So once again, a runner in scoring position with just 1 out. Phillies trying to score their first run of the game here. Seems like every time we get someone on, David Price is able to just mow through the rest of the batters, though. Hernandez hits it a mile high, but Altair might actually be able to advance there. He's so fast, I'll try it. Yeah, no problem moving from second to third with that one hit to right field. But now 2 outs. Odubel Herrera, a pretty good batter at the dish.
Swing and a miss. He's hitting .264 with 11 home runs and 62 runs batted in. Fly ball hit the
And not hit high enough, or hit too high, not hit far enough. So stranding the runner at third once again. Phillies bats just no sustained success here. We're getting a couple of extra base hits, but not able to bring those runners home. So now the bottom of this lineup's coming up with Pedroia and Kung Fu Panda back to back.
line drive right to
Cesar Hernandez, not an easy play there, but ranging over and putting away Pedroia on the liner. Sandoval earlier got 3 bases on a mistake of mine, a fielding mistake where I didn't move Hernandez in time and it just kind of rolled all the way to the wall. Odubel Herrera had no chance to catch up to it. Let's see if I can put him away with the curveball here, though. Fouls it off. Maybe I can get him with a slider on the edge. And it's good enough. Crawford will get that one over to Ruff in plenty of time, so 2 outs and Grandal is at the plate.
There's a line drive.
Hernandez not able to get to that one. Herrera was really taking a strange angle there. He was not backing up the ball at all. He was like backing up the relay throw, which doesn't help me. So I kind of blame the AI there. Hopefully you can see it here. Yeah, I had to like manually turn around Herrera because he was running in and to his right. And that's not at all where he needed to be to get to that one. So now a runner on third once again. We're having some real issues fielding right in the middle of the field there.
Ground ball to the third baseman.
Oh no, I hit to throw home. Thank God Cameron Rupp had the reaction time for that. I meant to just throw to first and put that one away. Franco throws home, gets the runner anyway. So Still a 4-run lead for the Red Sox.
There's a line drive.
So Aaron Sibia getting the single to start us off, and I think this is where, since Aaron Sibia is our DH, I will pinch run for him. So let's get Borges on the base paths.
They'll send in a pinch runner.
And yeah, so Borges will be the pinch runner, no outs, and Darren Ruff at the plate.
He pulled the bat back in time.
Gonna try to steal one with Borges here.
Borges is off.
Yeah, he gave me the knuckle curve. What? Grandal threw him out on a full lead, a fast runner, an off-speed pitch, and Grandal still got him. It couldn't have been a better situation for me to steal there, so there's just no way I could have gotten it. They're pitching around Darren Ruff, which is hilarious. Unless I can see it in a hot zone, I'm not swinging. Yeah, Darren Ruff will take the walk. Happy to have it. So now a runner on first and 1 out, and Cameron Rupp at the plate. Rupp had the triple earlier to start off. I think he started the 5th with the triple. And 3 pitches, 3 strikes. Cameron Rupp put away with the 2-seamer on the edge of the black. Franco grounds out to end the inning. The Phillies just nothing happening at the dish. As soon as something good happens, something even worse, something bad follows it. It's 1 step forward and 2 steps back at the plate. Eichhoff's finally settling down a little bit though, so that's good. As we get the quick out on the grounder to Crawford. That one skied up, but Herrera has time to get under it. Him and Altair have great range. I love the two of them playing together. Venable's pretty good over there. If Borges played for Venable, we would just have the speediest outfield you could ever imagine. But Bronco, another tough one for him. Pulls Ruff off the base, but Ruff able to stay on just long enough. So 1, 2, 3. Bronco looks absolutely terrible on the field. Doesn't look anything like him. I think Ruff might have been pulled all the way off the base, but that's all right. So top of the 8, we will start warming up a new pitcher and just hoping to get something to happen here. Crawford starting us off with a single is good. But David Price just hasn't had to throw all that much at all today. Let's see what our recent call-up, Jeanmar Gomez, is looking stamina-wise. Yeah, I think he can pitch 2 innings, so we'll get Jeanmar up.
Runner on first with no 1 out. Hit towards the shortstop.
Oh, they dropped it, so that would have been 2 easily. But the ball was just booted by the shortstop Rutledge. He recovers a bit too slowly in time to get Crawford, the lead runner there, but somehow, very luckily, Will Venable gets to stay on base. And now we have 2 runners on after Altair gets a single. So 2 on for Cesar Hernandez and 1 out. So now the base is loaded as the heart of my lineup comes to the plate. Odubel Herrera coming up with the bases loaded. This is a huge opportunity. And everyone on the base paths right now is so fast. We have Venable, Altair, and Hernandez all there, and Herrera at the plate.
He fouled it off to the left. The Red Sox.
That's one great thing about all of the young guys I'm bringing up right now. So many very fast, good fielding players on this young squad.
Hit towards the shortstop. He slides hard into second base.
Oh no, despite the speed on the base paths, they somehow turned 2 there. I don't think anyone was touching a base there, so I'm going to try to argue if I can work out the button. I couldn't figure it out in time. So Jeanmar will come up and he'll probably pitch the rest of the game here. I doubt we'll have a bottom of the 9th, so it'll just be 1 inning. But if we tie it up, he'll pitch the bottom of the 9th. If we somehow get a lead, I will bring Hinojosa into the bullpen to warm up, but I don't see us scoring 5 runs with Craig Kimbrell working on his save. Crawford, not an easy one at all. And we get the out. Darren Ruff doing such a nice job over at first right now. Really have to wonder if Ryan Howard would be able to pull that off. Ruff yet again, and Jeanmar fielding his position. So 2 outs on grounders to start things off for our relief pitcher. And make it 3. Ruff will field that one and put away the side. So now, top of the 9th, Peter Borges coming up after he pinch ran for Darren Ruff a couple of innings ago. Borges getting out on the very first pitch he sees of the game. Excuse me, we pinch hit for Cameron Ruff, so Darren Ruff's up now.
He goes out to right.
Ruff hits it a long way there. If we weren't in Fenway, that might have actually stood a chance for a home run, but they had time to get under it. I have no idea who we were pinch running for. Aaron Sibia, I guess, because Ruff's up now. Alright, 1, 2, 3. That's the quickest, most disappointing game we've played so far. David Price on an absolute tear, and he'll put us away. I want to see if we can see the Red Sox record looking at the box score. No, it doesn't show team records in there. They do a very nice job with these box scores, though. So, yeah, David Price, a complete game, 8 hit, 3 strikeout performance, and the 1 walk. Didn't allow a run. Weirdly enough, Eichhoff went 7 innings, but gave up 11 hits and 4 runs. So, a rough day for the Phillies, but so it shall be. We haven't had all that many rough goes with this Phillies squad. We've had a lot of wins when I've played, so can't be too disappointed. That's a real-life loss, I'm sure. I want to check that Red Sox. I want to check out their standings, see if they are a playoff team that we just lost to. Yeah, it looks like they will be. They're definitely the second best team in the AL, maybe the second highest winning percentage in baseball. No, not quite, but they're a playoff team. They're leading the wild card race, so can't be too upset to lose to the Red Sox there when we're, below 500. They're a playoff team. Before we wrap this one up, I did want to also sim to the end of the minor leagues schedule and see if I can call people up. See if I have expanded rosters at this point. Let's just check that out very quickly. No, we still have the 25-man roster limit. Anyway, that does it for this episode. Next episode, we will play our last game of the season. And then in episode 8, we will start the off-season. That's going to be the best part. So in the next one, I'll play a game to start off. I'll sim the season in the World Series. We'll look at end-of-year awards, our end-of-year stats, all that kind of stuff. And take account of our first year, figure out what we need to work on in the off-season, what kind of positions we need to address, which players we should bring up to start the year. And yeah, we'll start figuring out what's going to happen in year 2 for the Phillies. But that does it for this one. Leave some feedback. I'd love to hear what you would like to see in this series going forward. And thank you for watching.